Hey everyone and welcome back to a new update, and today V went to the Celine store and he looked amazing while walking around the streets of Paris. It's clear that he really loves the city, and every time ARMY sees him he smiles and waves at them, and as we said before, ARMY in Paris is truly living their best days ever. They have seen him so many times since he arrived in Paris, and he was kind and sweet every single time. I could hardly believe it myself when I said it, but it's finally happening, and V is attending the Celine fashion show again, this time as a global ambassador after 3 long years. It's been such a long time since the last fashion show he went to, but now it's real, everyone. Get ready, the Celine boy is back in Paris after 3 years and he's ready to steal all the attention. Actually, let me correct that, he did steal all the attention the moment it was announced he will attend the Celine fashion show in Paris. And also the moment he arrived at the airport in Korea, heading to Paris, all the fans were so in love with him. Everyone was so excited to see him again in Paris, attending the Celine fashion show. And all ARMY are expressing their big excitement to see V attending a Celine fashion show. And actually, it's really clear that I'm not the only one who still cannot believe that V is attending a Celine fashion show. And if you guys don't know, Celine doesn't hold the fashion shows very often, and when they do, it's usually something very exclusive and very private, only for their ambassadors, and the same thing for their events. The last event they did in Korea, V attended, and we were so lucky back then to get few pictures of him. He looked so happy, but he was still in the military service, so we didn't get many updates from that event. Now, V finally is done with the military service, and we are going to get so many beautiful surprises. And let me tell you everyone, again, Celine doesn't do many fashion shows, so since V is finally back in Paris, you need to watch everything, every little update about him and from him. For me, I believe this is a very rare chance, and we may not get another moment like this anytime soon. Of course, we hope to see him attending more fashion shows of Celine, but you guys have to see everything about the fashion show. There is a live stream for the fashion show on Celine official YouTube channel. You can watch it and make sure to enjoy everything about V and every little moment about him. And as you all know everyone, ARMY are always so curious to know what V's upcoming projects are. Especially since he hinted before that he's working on something, fans just can't stop thinking. And ARMY are asking, will he be doing more in Paris, or is it only about attending the Celine fashion show? Many people believe V may also be filming something while in Paris. V is an artist who is very hard, and it's kinda impossible to expect what he will do. I guess let's just enjoy seeing him attending the Celine fashion show and enjoying seeing him. Celine's boy is finally back in Paris, and it looks like he's going to bring a lot of excitement again. When he came out, his energy was so amazing. He looked really so happy and excited, and he waved to the fans quickly, and then he got into the car and left. And also everyone, can we take a moment to talk about how far he traveled? V flew from South Korea to Paris, and the flight is more than 14 hours long. That's not easy. It's a very long and tiring flight, and as you can see, his energy was amazing today. It's obviously he's so excited and he's so happy. He didn't rest for long. He went outside again, full of energy and full of excitement. And as you saw everyone in the photos, he was glowing, and it's really clear that V loves Paris, and honestly Paris seems to love him back just as much. And there is something else I feel like we should definitely talk about, which is ARMYs in Paris, because they were all amazing. And when V arrived in Paris, many fans were waiting outside his hotel, and this is the same hotel where all the celebrities and guests from the Celine fashion show are staying, so people know he was coming there. And what I loved about this, that they were so respectful. They didn't get too close to him, and they didn't try to cross the line. They were just screaming and calling his name. They were so excited. They were standing from afar, and they were filming him from afar. And honestly, that was so amazing. Even with such a big crowd, everything was organized and very calm. They didn't try to push each other, and that was so cool. And I just hope fans can stay like this, excited, full of love, and at the same time respectful. His trip to Paris was described by the media as his first official trip and the first promotional schedule since he was discharged from the military. And his departure to Paris was announced the day before, which meant that more fans had heard the news and gathered at the airport, along with a large number of reporters. And V truly stole the spotlight and captivated the hearts of armies. Although he was wearing a mask, he looked so handsome, and over 700 articles were written about him by the press, and they all praising him and expressing surprise at the large number of fans who came to see him. And as we all know, V is so popular and he is so loved in Korea, with a massive fan base are ready to wait for him for hours just to see him. And now I think we should definitely take a moment to talk about what happened in Korea on the day V left for Paris. It's very important and we need to talk about it. And honestly, what I saw in the videos changed the way I think about fans waiting for BTS members at the airport. If fans want to see their favorite artist at the airport, they should definitely do it in the right way by respecting his personal space, but this didn't happen at all. And as we said before, a huge number of fans came, and when V walked in from the gate, everyone started running toward him. The problem is not just the fans, but also the Korean press. I'm just gonna be honest, there were so many of them, and they were standing directly in front of him with cameras right in his face, while fans were rushing from behind. Luckily, he had bodyguards with him, otherwise it would have been impossible for him to walk. I honestly don't know how he stayed so calm. If it were someone else, they may have panicked from all the people. I always thought fans going to the airport was a lovely way to show their love, but this is definitely not the right way to show love for your favorite artist. If you want to show love for your favorite artist, you have to stand back and give them space. And what happened with V was not the right way. He even spoke about it and he said it was very dangerous and he was telling everyone to be careful.